If you're looking at solar for a commercial building, one of the biggest drivers on your return on investment is how much electricity you can generate from your roof. The more power you get out of that roof, the more money you save, and the faster the system pays for itself. There are a few decisions in the design phase of the project that can make a significant difference to how much power you end up generating. I'm going to run through 3 things that we focus on at Spirit Energy to maximise the output from commercial roofs. And these are things that are worth asking about when you're getting quotes, because they're not always explored by installers. The first one is, as you'd expect, to do with the solar panels themselves. Without going into too much detail, in the solar industry, you've effectively got 2 categories of panel. You've got standard panels, which are what you typically see on the roof of a house, and these are around 470 to 500 watts. Then you've got jumbo panels, which are physically much larger and higher powered. The ICO Stellar, for example, which is the panel that we're currently specifying on a lot of commercial projects, is around 645 watts, and it's about 2.5 meters long. So it's significantly bigger than a standard panel. Now, the reason that jumbo panels like this matter on a commercial roof is simple. A bigger panel covers more surface area and produces more power per unit. You need fewer of them to fill the roof, which means that you need less mounting kit, less hardware, and you get a faster installation. And here's the part that surprises most people. These jumbo panels are actually cheaper than standard panels, so you end up with a higher system capacity for less money. Let me give you a real example. When we designed the solar system for Hansgrohe UK's headquarters in Warwick, the original specification used 240 of the standard size panels, giving a total system size of 107 kilowatts peak. After a site visit, our designer realised that larger panels would fit on the roof, and that by switching to these jumbo modules, we got the system up to over 126 kilowatts peak, with less panels. That's nearly 20% more generation from the same roof at a lower overall cost. We did the same thing at Wolverton Swimming Fitness Centre, where we installed 586 jumbo panels rated at 645 watts each, totaling 378 kilowatts peak. On a big open roof like that, jumbo panels enabled us to cover as much surface area as possible, as cost effectively as possible. Now, it's worth saying that jumbo panels aren't always the right answer. On more complicated roofs that are cut up or have lots of obstacles or awkward dimensions, then you can sometimes make better use of the space with smaller standard panels. They're easier to fit into tight areas around plant equipment, skylights, vents, and so on. It really depends on the geometry of the roof. That's why when we design a commercial solar system at Spirit Energy, we'll typically model the roof with both panel sizes and compare the outputs. Sometimes the jumbo panels win by a significant margin. Sometimes the standard panels actually get you a higher total capacity because they tessellate better on that particular roof. The point is that both options should be explored. If a design has only been done with one size of panel, then there's a good chance the roof isn't being fully optimised. The second decision is the inverter system, and specifically whether you use DC power optimizers or not. On a lot of our commercial projects, we specify SolarEdge inverters with power optimizers fitted to every pair of panels. There are 3 reasons for this, and they all matter on a large commercial building. The first is safety. SolarEdge systems include arc fault detection. If the electronics detect an electrical arc somewhere on the DC wiring, then the system shuts itself down automatically to reduce fire risk. The optimizers also provide rapid shutdown, which means that when the system is turned off, the DC voltage across the strings drops to safe levels almost immediately. And that's a big deal for maintenance teams and emergency services that are working near the array. Across the commercial market, insurers are increasingly focused on fire safety for rooftop solar, and systems with panel-level electronics and rapid DC shutdown are becoming what they want to see on larger roofs. The second benefit is performance. If one solar panel is shaded or dirty or underperforming for any reason, then that panel won't drag down the output of the rest of the panels around it. Each pair of panels operates independently with the power optimizer, so the rest of the solar panel array will keep producing at full capacity even if one panel is underperforming. On a commercial roof with plant equipment, parapets, or just neighbouring structures that are casting occasional shade on the solar system, power optimizers can really make a difference to your annual generation. Now the third is monitoring. With optimizers on every pair of panels, you get granular data on the performance of the entire solar array. If a panel develops a fault or drops in output, then you can see exactly where the problem is without having to send someone onto the roof to test every panel. That makes maintenance faster, cheaper, and less disruptive for the business that's operating in the building. Now you can choose the best panels and the best inverter system, but the single biggest factor in how much power your roof generates is how much of it you actually cover with solar. And on most commercial projects, the thing that limits roof coverage isn't the roof, it's the budget. So the third way to maximize your generation is to remove the budget as the constraint. And there are a couple of ways to do that. The first is a hire purchase agreement. The way this works is a specialist funding partner pays for the full installation up front. The business then makes fixed monthly payments over an agreed term, typically 5 to 7 years, rather than a large capital spend. Now the reason this is so effective is that the solar system starts saving money the moment it's switched on. Every unit of electricity generated on the roof is a unit that you're not having to buy from the grid. So you've got your old electricity bill on one side, and on the other side you've got a reduced electricity bill plus the finance payment. If the system is designed well, the combination of the lower electricity bill and the finance payment is still less than what you were paying before the solar system, and that makes it cash flow positive from year one. The business is spending less in total than it was before the solar went on the roof. At Wolverton Swimming Fitness Centre, the 378 kilowatt system is being fully funded through a hire purchase agreement. In the first year alone, the system cuts their electricity bill by around £60,000, and even after the monthly finance payments, the net position is positive from the start. Over the next 20 years, the project is forecast to deliver cumulative savings of around £1.2 million. And at the end of the hire purchase term, which is about 7 years, the business buys the system outright for a nominal amount, and then enjoys decades of low-cost electricity from a fully paid-off asset on the roof. The second option is a power purchase agreement, or a PPA. This works slightly differently. A specialist funder pays for everything: the design, the equipment, the installation, and the ongoing maintenance. They own the system and operate it on your roof. Your business then simply buys the electricity that the panels generate at a rate that's discounted compared to what you pay the grid. You don't own the system, you don't maintain it, and you don't pay anything up front. You just get cheaper electricity from day one. At the end of the PPA term, ownership of the system can transfer to you, often for a nominal sum. So you then benefit from the generation from the remaining life of the panels. Both routes achieve the same thing. They let you install the full-size system that your roof is capable of supporting, rather than a smaller system that fits within a certain capital budget. More panels on the roof means more generation, which means a better rate of return. And in both cases, the business pays less for electricity than it did before the solar was installed. So those are 3 things to think about if you're looking at a commercial solar system. Use jumbo panels to get more power per square meter for less money. Use DC optimizers for safety, monitoring, and to protect against the generation that's lost to shade. And explore funded options like hire purchase or a PPA, so that budget doesn't force you to undersize the solar system. At Spirit Energy, we design and install bespoke solar systems for commercial buildings across the UK, and we can provide a free, no-obligation quotation, including a detailed financial model that shows the payback, cash flow, and long-term savings for your specific site. If you'd like to see what solar could do for your building, get in touch with Spirit Energy. Send us your roof plans or your address, and we'll come back with a tailored design and investment case for your business. Thanks for watching, and please do check out our other videos.